for Jess Tuning. This time going to the left side. And where's the cutoff? Gotta hit the cutoff. You know why? Because now you've allowed that runner to move up to second base and you don't have a force on anymore.
Amy Terrell must know about the arm of Jessie Braggins, because I'm not so sure I wouldn't have sent her. But they must know something about Jessie Braggins. Left fielder. She has good arm. Sarah Willard now steps in, the senior center fielder, hoping to get another RBI to her credit. She comes in with only 5 on this team.
And you know what? Coach is showing that he's going to hit away, but I've seen this team do it a number of times. A squeeze. And he has enough confidence in this team where don't rule that out with a runner on third base.
Tabitha D is only a sophomore, so she hasn't seen a lot of action in her high school career, so might be fooled by that squeeze. We'll find out. Sarah Willard trying to get it into right field and certainly get that RBI. She is the captain of the outfield according to Phil Tuning, but again, batting .260 at the plate, only 5 RBIs in the season for her. Did score back in the second though. One of the 3 Thunder runs. Oh, nice catch there by Jordan Ownby. Gets the double up there. Nice throw over to Courtney Kuhn covering second base. So runners at third and second can't get home. So we go to the top of the 5th. Lake Region 3, Plant 1 in the 5A championship.
Try never to see what my heart truly believes. It runs deep, deep into the ocean. I'm right away. Faith and devotion. Faith and devotion. I got faith and devotion. Faith and devotion and devotion. Yeah.
It is about balancing our choices between the gray of the concrete jungle and the stunning beauty of the real one, between a stoic facade of granite and the fury of the canyon. It's why there's EarthShare, the simple way to find balance. EarthShare is the workplace giving program bringing the leading environmental groups under one umbrella. Support EarthShare, support them all. EarthShare. Please ask your employer about workplace giving. To learn more, visit our website.
Ned Smith, Leah Secundo here in Auburndale, Florida for the 5A softball final. Lake Region leading 3-1 with the Panthers of Plant coming to bat, hoping to at least tie this one up. Liz Gillis, the senior third baseman, will be the first batter. We'll go down to the third baseman. Ball over the first, and there's one away.
If you're a pitcher at this juncture of the game, you gotta love it. The batter's gonna go after it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Save that arm a little bit.
Carrie Tuning pitched last night to get this team to the finals. Did a nice job in that outing. They defeated Buholtz of Gainesville 5-0. So her offense certainly helped her out too, but she gets the shutout. One of 11 consecutive coming into this final game. Bill Tuning saying, hey, we're up 3-1. Focus on what you got to do and don't let any more runners on.
Well, and especially with Jessie Braggins getting set to step into the box.
She had that home run back in the third into right center field. Nailed it over the fence and then nailed a chair. Luckily it was empty at the time. Braggins only a junior. That was her 6th home run of the year, and she is coming back next year for Augie Quintero.
And Braggins shaking her head. That's a sign to Carrie Tuning. Put it back in the same spot, because I guarantee you that just Braggins isn't going to go inside there again.
Inside, 1-1. Look at the numbers on Carrie Tuning. This little ratio of strikes to balls. Jessie Braggins do it again. strike. Nice swing there. 2 strikes on her. And Carrie Chewing's going, yep, you got me the last time. This is my chance to get you.
Good job going from inside to far outside. Bragan's thinking with her strength she's going to catch up with it. Watch for Carrie. I would say go back inside and low and try to choke her down inside.
Ball 2. 2 and 2.
That's not a bad pitch to waste. Certainly not a bad pitch. She didn't miss by too much there. Carrie saying it was right there. And that looked pretty good from our angle.
Catcher Stephanie Evans going over to the dugout to get some instructions from Phil Chewning. Now Chewning comes over, wants to say something to the umpire. Not really sure what this is all about.
Well, I think Evans just and Evans is doing the right thing. It's not her place to speak to the umpire. So she went back to her coach and she's saying, Coach, you know, this is what I'm seeing. Can you talk to him about it? And that is the great way. That's the respect that we're talking about between player and coach and the rest of your team. Because if Evans starts talking to the umpire, trouble is going to loom real quick. So she did that the proper way.
Dribbler down the third baseline, bouncer. A nice throw by Falk to get that big out there. Ashley Vault, what an arm on her. Makes that throw look easy. I'm impressed by some of the arms I've seen on these teams here.
Good job charging the ball in this situation too. Just playing a nice clean hop. Charging in, getting your feet planted, and on the money with a throw.
Brings up Tiffany Abbott, the freshman designated hitter. Batting .408. 2 away here. The top of the 5th. Fly ball into right field. Miranda Stringer has a beat on it and collects it for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th of the 5A championship. Lake Region leading Plant 3-1.
How long does it take to turn Dodge Durango from the sport utility with the most passenger room in its class into the one with the most cargo room? Not long enough. Dodge Durango. Different.
That's why I want to be your president. No, thank you. I don't like cheese. Hi there, I'm John Hayes, and I'm running for president. With all your support, on to victory! The truth is, I've chewed, I've just never swallowed.
What does Bob Dole think? Bob Dole thinks he's a doofus.
What a doofus. I am not a doofus!
Ah, the power of cheese.
The lights of Auburndale, Florida shining down on the 5A softball championship. Lake Region with a 3-1 lead over Plant. Some of the fans here in attendance in Auburndale, and again they now number over 1,500, maybe up to 2,000 circling the field here in Auburndale. Pleasant night. Nice and clear, and some nice softball to watch here in the 5A championship, where the Thunder of Lake Region have taken a 3-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And we go to the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Ashley Vaught will lead it off. Third baseman, a sophomore, batting .250. The only non-returner from Phil Cherning's team of last year. Inside for a ball. Then Tabitha Deese replaced the starter Jessica Hayden pitching for a Plant. Back in the 3rd inning. This will be her 3rd inning of work. It'll be a strike, so 1-1 to Ashley Vaught.
Ball is tailed to the outside, and Deese seems to be working to the outside more frequently. this play here. And if you're having success, you go on the right side. You like that. Just continue with it and go with the pitch.
Nice bat strength there to the shortstop Jordan Ormby, but the throw is late, so Vaught is aboard and safe at first. Not sure how I would score that one. I may look at that in there. I have to look at that one again. Jordan Ormby had it, bobbled it. I'm going to have to give her an error.
I would say an error on that.
So that brings up the top of the order. Emily Tyus, the senior second baseman, steps in. She's already committed to Florida Southern to play her collegiate ball. She has a single to her credit already in this game.
Florida Southern, a great D2 program. One of the programs around the country in Division II that if you're a Division II coach, you hear about Florida Southern, you hear about Barry, and you have a lot of respect.
There are a couple of seniors on this team unsigned by colleges, and believe me, I've seen yesterday and today at least 10, 15 college scouts here looking over the prospects. Many looking for juniors for next year just to keep an eye on how they're playing. Perhaps a name that may step out is that one that hit the home run for Plant, Jesse Braggins. I might be one to keep your eye on in the future. So 1 and 2 now to Emily Tyus, the second baseman, batting .412. A tenacious hitter, according to Phil Tuning. Squares around the butt, fouls it off.
And the right idea is thinking about going to the right side. Can't do it now with a 2-2 count, but thinking about going on the right side with Morgan playing back. And had she got that bunt down, it would have been very, very difficult to make a play.
Right idea here, 2 and 2 to Emily Tyus here in the bottom of the fifth. Trying to add to that 3-1 lead with a run already at first. Got away from the catcher, Lindsey Hodges, and the runner advances to second base.
Good hustle by Hodges to quickly pick up that ball, not allowing Vaught to think about taking an extra base.
Emily Tyus staying against Tabitha Deese. And will take a base on a walk. Runners now at first and second for the Thunder of Lake Region. Lake Region, only one of those high schools in existence now in its 5th year. 4 out of 5 years they have been in the softball playoffs and already have a championship under their belt back in 1998.
A great group of athletes have come through the school. Very fortunate with the school opening up, and I can recall one year they had to even move graduation around, if I recall correctly, in order to accommodate the players and get everybody down here for graduation.
Miranda Stringer, the batter, lays down a nice bunt, but it will be foul. Right fielder hustling down the first baseman, and she is a speedy runner down there. A slapper. One of those batters who likes to drag bunt to get on base. You see her speed right on that one.
We're going to see here where Amanda sets up in the box. If she's way up in the box, it's just going to be a simple bunt. If she's laid back in the box a little bit, she's going to slap. Now she's way up. She's almost on the line. She's trying to catch that pitch before it rises. There you go.
Lays down a nice bunt, handled by the first baseman Morgan, over to the second baseman covering Courtney Kuhn, and we have one away. The runner is advanced to third and second now. Over third, Ashley Vaught. Second, Emily Tyus. Stringer is erased. That brings up Katrina Band, the junior first baseman.
Van, decent power to all fields.
Might be a discussion going on here. First base coach may have seen something he wants to relay to Katrina Van.
Pinch runner.
Pinch runner for Lake Region is going to be Jackie Harrison. In at third base now. She's staying on third, replacing Ashley Bach.
No force now. The infielder brought in for Plant. And a good hitter at the plate in Van.
Could this be the setup? What was that first base coach maybe talking about? What you talked about earlier? Perhaps the squeezes on here. They're looking for it. You see something you like. Hey, let's go with it here.
I think that Van certainly has to look at her. She's got great. I really like her bat. And with one out, and she has a tendency to hit the right side with power. Unleash herself maybe if she gets the right pitch.
Fouls it off, out of play, and the dugout along the first base line.
She's got to stay in, keep that head down, and rip it.
0-2 for Katrina Van. Goes inside, hoping to get her, and strikes her out. That is the first strikeout for Tabitha Deese, and she entered the game back in the third.
With Deese with the right idea, knowing Van was looking for the outside pitch, going in the inside and hitting the spot perfectly as Hodges pulls on and sells it.
Van stood in there at 5'10", and that brings up Stephanie Evans, the catcher, sophomore, batting .368. She has 23 RBIs to lead this team. Can she perhaps add 2 more with runners at third and second here on the bottom of the fifth? 2 outs. Ball to Stephanie Evans from Tabitha Deese.
That's a good spot for Deese. You don't want a strong hitter in Evans' respect here to allow her to get her arms extended. Try to keep it low and try to keep it inside on her. They're going to go outside on this pitch.
Hit right back up the middle. That's going to drive in 1. Will it be 2? Here comes the runner. The throw from the center fielder to home. And she's safe. The umpire right on top of it. I wasn't sure there for a moment, but 2-run score on the single from Stephanie Evans. Nice throw by the center fielder, Kristen Abbott, once again, but just fractions of seconds late.
Well, again, Stephanie Evans is so strong and has great bat head strength, that outside pitch. Look at her fight it and push it right back through the middle of the field, getting those arms out quick enough to allow 2 runs to score. Close play to the plate, though.
Just nice slide just under, and there's the umpire right on top of it, so you can't argue that. He's right there.
No, and that right foot, it looked like the left foot wasn't in, and it wasn't, folks, but the right foot was.
So that proves the Thunders scored to 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning in the 5A championships.
And since Stephanie Evans was re-entered once already, if Coach Tuning takes her out this time, he would lose her in the game. If you're thinking, well, gee, why isn't Coach pitch running for Stephanie over at first base? That is the reason why, folks.
Batter is Amy Terrell, the junior left fielder, batting .313. 1-1 on her. Look at Evans down at first base. So you can see why she is the leading RBI hitter on this team. 2 more come in on her nice little single to center field. Evans yelling encouragement to Amy Terrell, the batter, the left fielder, standing in. Chuning calls her a solid clutch hitter. Plate. Little shake-off hit. Back. Kuhn to Morgan, just couldn't make the connection. Here is Evans all the way to third base. We have runners at the corners again. Now Evans crosses home plate. There will be a discussion as a runner now advances from first to second. That would be Amy Terrell. But now they're going to send Evans back to third.
Yeah, there's more base running by Evans to continue on going because she didn't hear anybody call time. So why not just continue on running? What they're calling is, and the reason that Evans is going back, and maybe we can pick it up in a replay, I believe that the ball went into a dead ball area. Let's see. The rush throw on the little dribbler, very difficult to make the play.
That's an error on the first baseman.
And I think it went into the dead ball press area. Those darn press people always getting in the way.
That's why they roped off.
And it's a dead ball area. Ball becomes dead immediately. Runners are awarded one base at the time of the throw.
So let's set it up. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Lake Region already has a 5-1 advantage. They're at the plate, 2 outs, and the batter is number 14, Carrie Chuning. Runners now at third and second. Chuning takes it for a ball. She's batting .250. Both runs this inning are unearned. Chuning steps in there. Pop up to the right fielder. Can Minardi get there? She can't. There's going to be 2 more runs come in, and that will be 7-1 Lake Region. Nice effort by Dustin Minardi, but just couldn't get there. So 2 more runs score for Lake Region. They take a 7-1 advantage.
Very difficult. Carrie Chuning just stays in there. Now this ball is going to tail. The minute it hits the bat, it starts tailing. And it's tailing away on Minardi, tailing away. A great effort here. If she makes the diving catch, it holds up everybody and everyone's forced to go back. Unfortunately, it just barely tips off the glove as the ball is going away towards right field.
So the 4th run of the inning has crossed the plate.
2-2-1, score.
I'd have to call that one a hit all the way.
Yeah, definitely a base hit. Base hit and second on the throw, and we'll have a pinch run.
So the runner now is number 22. That's Rachel Bordell. Rachel Bordell comes in to run for Chuning at second base. Brings up her sister, Jessica Chuning, the shortstop, batting .260. Nice pitch there from Tabitha Deese.
And all of this damage coming now with 2 outs.
Lake Region trying to win their 2nd state championship in 5 years of existence. And Phil Chuning wasn't there when they won the last one.
He was
He's
just
only
the
been
dad.
on for 2 years here.
Mom and Dad were vocal fan helpers. Actually, Mrs. Chuning was up in the booth with us here.
That's popped up to left field. Again, will drop in for a single. Another run trying to attempt to score, but they're going to nail her at the plate. That's out number 3. So a nice bit of hitting by Lake Region, but the base running caught up for them. But however, they have a 7-1 lead in the 5A championship. We go to the top of the 6th with Plant coming to bat.
It may not look like it,
but you're watching the future of the Earth pass by. Because many of these products are made from materials you've been recycling. But to keep recycling working, you need to buy products that say, made from recycled materials. For all those next in line, it would mean the world to them.
This is the story about a group of kids who volunteered.
Do something nice for someone. We fixed stuff. Did some art projects with the kids. We fixed up his house. We worked in the woods.
Cleaned up the park. Did something for the planet. We just did it.
No other reason.
And you know what? It was great.
At first, they didn't know each other.
Well, that didn't last long.
This guy is really funny. These are my new friends.
Are you into it?
Call 4-H or check out our website at areyouintoit.com.
Welcome back to Auburndale, Florida. We go to the top of the sixth. Lake Region now with a 7-1 lead over Plant, for the Panthers coming to bat. Talking a little bit about the head coach of Lake Region, Phil Tuning. Now in his second year as the head coach. He said he wasn't there for that 1988 championship as the head coach, but he was an assistant on that team. And a good look at Phil Tuning. He has twin daughters in his club right now. Brings up the batter for Plant, Jordan Ownby, the shortstop. She's got 2 singles in this game already. Ownby, one of those nice, solid defensive players, only a junior. I'm sure there's going to be some colleges take a look at her. And she can just improve that batting a little bit, average from 275, get it up around 3.5 or so, and I'm sure some colleges love the way she plays defense.
Versatile, quick, headsy in the infield, a good anchor in the infield.
Fly ball down the right field fence, and it's out of play. You know, you look at high school sports in general, whether it be men's or women's, and it's a fly ball into right field. Oh, Ringer just couldn't come up with it. Nobody's going to have a double on her. Nice bit of hitting there, and I'm sure that's what Augie Quintero needs.
Nearly a shoestring catch by Stringer. Excellent job going after that ball. And good backup by Willard. Tyus was there, Van was there, everybody was trying to contribute and picking up that ball. Good job out there.
That brings up Courtney Kuhn, the second baseman and junior. Takes the ball, but back to look at the talent level of the high schools and the number of athletes that continue on into college and even now pros into the various sports, whether it be women's basketball or whatever the case may be. Just the talent level of the entire state of Florida high school athletics has improved so much over the last 10 years.
Oh, definitely. Certainly in all the sports that I know, I've had the opportunity to be quite fortunate involved in the volleyball, the basketball, and the softball championship for FHSAA and Fox Sports Net. And certainly that is the talk of all the college coaches as they come out, no matter what sport they're coming to scout the athletes for.
To plug in for my niece, she played volleyball at a small school in Orlando called First Academy. Got a scholarship. Ended her career playing at Auburn. Volleyball, defensive specialist there. So there is a number of female athletes that continue to come out and play very well at high university Division I level.
Exactly, and that's a great thought too, because you look at First Academy, a smaller class school in the state of Florida, and yet young athletes, student athlete, high school, had the opportunity to go play at Auburn, a big Division I institution.
2-2 offering to Kuhn, puts in the right field. Runner will stay at third, so now runners at the corners. Courtney Kuhn comes up with a nice solid single. Right field.
Throwing through on that, on a good solid base hit to right. If the throw goes through and I'm the batter base runner, I'm automatically down at second base. You got a first and third situation here now. And if you're ahead by 6 runs, I'd say you go ahead and you throw through and you get the out. We'll see what happens.
Valerie Morgan, the batter, outside trying to see what's going on at first base and if they can get her trying to steal second. Nothing on.
Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Jordan Holmby down at third. Courtney Kuhn at first base. The senior Morgan at the plate. First baseman batting .286. Outside again, 2-0 to Valerie Morgan, the hero of last night's game. Struck out and has a walk in this contest. Crowd getting a little more vocal here in the 6th inning.
No better person to come in and try to slow the pace down, but somebody who has a different perspective from shortstop and has the pitcher mentality in Jess Tuning.
Well, Phil Tuning's now got his team gathered around the pitcher's mound. The outfielders sprint in. They talk to their coach over around the third baseline. Trying to set the defense now with runners at the corners. You're leading 7-1. Phil Tuning did this once a little bit early, a couple innings ago when there were runners on base. Gathered his team, reminded them of what was at stake. Now there's going to be told you got to get this thing moving along here.
Jess Tuning will come in.